The Sahara, the largest desert globally, is renowned, surpassed in size only by Antarctica. Despite its vast expanse, we don't typically associate an ice-covered continent with the traditional desert image of scorching sun, lack of rain, and endless sand. Covering an area equal to half of Russia or the entirety of Brazil, the Sahara's sheer magnitude prompts contemplation. Exploring beneath its arid, sandy exterior reveals unexpected richness. Did you know that substantial deposits of gas and oil have been unearthed there? Towering sand dunes surpassing 160 to 180 meters dominate the Sahara Desert's landscape, reminiscent of a building with 70 stories. Yet what lies beyond this barrenness, and why is there such an abundance of sand? Has the Sahara always been this way? Not too long ago, these expansive territories thrived with life. However, something went awry. What lies beneath the Sahara's sands? Let's delve into basic Sahara facts. Stretching for 1,800 kilometers from west to east and 800 to 1,200 kilometers from north to south, the desert occupies 30% of the African continent, boasting an area of 8.6 million square kilometers, more than Brazil's entire territory. But is the entire vast expanse merely sand? Surprisingly, sand covers only 20% of the Sahara. In these areas, you'll find the typical landscape of picturesque dunes, with an average surface sand layer thickness of about 150 meters. Isolated ridges reach up to 300 meters, but the majority of the Sahara consists of rocks and cliffs. Amidst the sand, rocks, and stones lie concealed secrets waiting to be unveiled. Beyond its apparent desolation, the Sahara holds a rich and mysterious history. Long ago, scientists theorized that the Sahara wasn't the lifeless desert we perceive today. It was once a flourishing paradise. Recently, a startling discovery unfolded right beneath our noses. Beneath the desert sands, scientists uncovered an extensive reservoir not linked to ancient seas. Formed approximately 250,000 years ago, an ancient paleo lake emerged when the Nile breached a low channel near Wadi Toshka Bay on Lake Nasser. This lake, at its zenith, covered over 108,000 square kilometers, 4 times larger than Lake Erie, or twice the size of Lake Michigan. The ancient lake left its mark. Fossil fish remains, discovered 400 kilometers west of the Nile, indicate the lake's highest shoreline. The extreme aridity of the desert facilitated precise data collection on the prehistoric secrets concealed beneath the Saharan sands. As the desert's harsh conditions made it challenging to preserve evidence, the low humidity and uniform geological structure allowed radars to capture detailed subsurface features. The findings extended to fossilized fish remains, confirming the Nile's historical flooding and the existence of a vast lake supporting diverse flora and fauna. Despite its sudden emergence, the lake faced inevitable decline. Over time, water receded and evaporated faster than it could replenish, resulting in the lake's eventual drying up and submersion beneath sand. Yet life persisted, and numerous studies suggest that 5,000 years ago the Sahara flourished with lush vegetation. In 2015, a groundbreaking article in the Nature Communications Journal presented new research findings. Radar observations unveiled the bed of a large river, the Tamanrasset River, believed to have flowed through West Africa around 5,000 years ago. Originating in the south of the Atlas Mountains and the Hunger Mountains in modern Algeria, the river spanned over 500 kilometers, reaching the Atlantic Ocean in Mauritania. As the river eventually dried up over 2,000 years, it contributed to the Sahara's transformation into a blooming green paradise in ancient times. Even today, remnants of significant water sources persist in the form of famous oases and underwater reservoirs hidden beneath the Sahara's sands. Delving further into the Sahara's past, we discover a vastly different landscape during the Mesozoic era. The Sahara was once covered by the waters of the Tethys Proto-Ocean, hosting a multitude of life, including the ancestors of today's whales and the Allosaurus. Fossilized remains of these creatures were found in Wadi al-Hutn in Egypt, referred to as the Valley of the Whale. The Sahara conceals not only ancient sea inhabitants, but also the fossilized bones of massive dinosaurs, such as the herbivorous sauropod. A remarkable discovery in 2016 unveiled the remains of a previously unknown ancient species, Mansurosaurus, classified in 2018 as a new ancient species and genus. While the Sahara's wildlife history captivates, equally intriguing is the tale of human habitation in this challenging terrain. In the modern Sahara, people lived for thousands of years, building and abandoning settlements due to climate variability. Archaeological findings indicate diverse communities with varying levels of social organization. Certain regions like the lowlands of Fayum and the Nobtu region became habitable due to increased rainfall, leading to population migrations down the Nile. Large settlements with advanced social structures emerged from the 10th millennium BC, revealing higher social organization than in the Nile Valley. Pottery discoveries, dating back to the 6th millennium BC, featured intricate colored ornaments resembling Nile Valley ceramics. Megalithic compositions akin to Stonehenge and ancient fortresses built by the Garamantes, inhabitants of the Sahara from 200 BC to 700 AD, unveil the desert's rich historical tapestry. Despite the dry climate causing the gradual disappearance of ancient channels, three-dimensional satellite images reveal the hidden remnants of man-made structures beneath the sands. Dismissing notions of extraterrestrial creatures as science fiction, the Sahara preserves evidence of interplanetary events through a rare mineral called Libyan desert glass. Comprising 98% silicon oxide, this glassy rock has been known since ancient times. Linked to meteorite impact, its origin remains uncertain. The discovery of the Kabir crater in 2007, 100 kilometers away from glass finds, suggests a potential explanation for the Libyan desert glass's origins. As the Sahara's secrets continue to unfold, the most astonishing revelation lies in its ancient transformation from a blooming green paradise to the barren desert we see today. Kathleen Johnson, assistant professor of Earth Systems at the University of California, Irvine, introduces the concept of the Green Sahara period. This African wet period, driven by Earth's cyclical orbital rotation every 23,000 years, suggests a potential return to the Sahara's verdant state in 10,000 years. However, uncertainties persist due to anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions, leaving the timing and occurrence of the Sahara's return to greenery uncertain. Ultimately, the responsibility for the Sahara's future lies with us, underscoring humanity's crucial role in shaping the destiny of this enigmatic desert.